VAR made its long-awaited debut in Scottish football last weekend, and in this video we are going to look at all the decisions and decide which ones I think that the referees got right and which one I think the referees got wrong. Let's start off with the game at Easter Road. It was the debut of VAR on Friday night as Hibs took on St Johnstone. The referee for this match is Kevin Clancy, and the first incident that we've got to look at is this one. It's a corner kick for St Johnstone. As you can see here, stepped up, is whipped in. Then it looks like a push by Nicky Clark of Ryan Porteous, and he heads it into the net. Now, as I say there, on first instance, that looks like a push. But if we look at it, second time around to the replay, I don't think Porteous is getting up there to head that before Nicky Clark. So I think that the officials have got that decision correct. And that's a good first decision for VAR, spot on. We move on to the next one now, and it's this one, substitute Johan. He's played in, gets beyond the St Johnstone goalkeeper, and there's a foul in there on Martin Boyle, I believe. And referee Kevin Clancy decides that is a penalty. Now here, Johan still looks onside there to me, and he gets beyond the keeper. Right, so we're thinking at that point, penalty kick Hibs, yep. But when we see the next view here, that Kevin Clancy decided it's offside because he's been told by VAR that is offside. Now to me, if you look there, that looks minimal to me. There's not a lot in that. I think for VAR, it needs to be clear. There needs to be clear and obvious. It needs to be obvious to the naked eye. We now move on to the game at Tynecastle as Hearts take on Celtic. And the first big decision that we have to look at here is a penalty kick awarded to Hearts after Celtic went 1-0 up. You can see here Josh Anelli has the ball. He plays it back to Robert Snodgrass. It's whipped in, half cleared, and Cammy Devlin, for there, even for that angle, looks like he gets it before Cameron Carter-Vickers. But the referee, Nick Walsh, decides no, that isn't a penalty kick on first view. You can see by the replay he's got a clear view at it, but VAR official, I believe Stephen McLean, tells him to go over and look at the monitor. Now here the problem for me is, how long does it take him to come to this decision? He needs 3 or 4 looks at this before he decides it is a penalty kick. For me, I can see on first viewing there that Devlin has got there before Cameron Carter-Vickers, and it is a penalty kick to Hearts. But hey ho, after about a couple of minutes, I believe it was, they come to the right decision. Hearts are awarded a penalty, and Lawrence Shanklin steps up to make it 1 each in the match. They now come to our next decision. It's a handball by Michael Smith after James Forrest's cross, but they deemed this one not to be a penalty kick. Now on first view it's difficult to tell, but as you see here, Forrest crosses it, and I think there Michael Smith has leaned in towards the ball, he's handled it, and therefore it's a penalty kick. And Ange Postecoglou showed he's discussed it, that one as well, saying in his post-match interview that Celtic should have had a penalty, and I can't help but agree with him. I think that one was a penalty kick. We now move on to the game at Third Park between Motherwell and Aberdeen, and VAR was involved early here as Bojan Miovski is played through one-on-one with William Kelly, dinks it over him, and they think it's 1-0, but then the flag goes up. At first viewing, I thought this one was offside. I thought a good call by the linesman, but it was skipped forward towards the replay that shows us where the offside angle is. You can see that Matt Penny is playing Bojan Miovski onside, and VAR again has got this one right. Aberdeen go 1-0 up. Now there's a big one here for us to look at. The Motherwell fans will be screaming about. Ricky Lamy throws the ball in, it's cleared, and there's a handball by Leighton Clarkson, and referee Ewan Anderson doesn't spot it, so we're thinking, okay, VAR will go and look at it. But there wasn't another stoppage in play, and the game goes on to full time, and VAR don't go back and look at it. And people are saying online that because it went to full time, VAR then can't go back and look at it, but that is false. There was a game involving Man United and Brighton last season at Brighton where Man U were awarded a penalty after the full time whistle, and I think they should have done the same here. I think they should have went back, look at it, and Motherwell should have been awarded a penalty kick. There's also a still of Ricky Lammy's shirt being pulled at one point from that throw-in, and it's not given. Matt Penny it was that took the throw-in, sorry, Ricky Lammy getting his shirt pulled, and it wasn't given. But I can forgive the referees for that. What I can't forgive is I'm not going back and looking at the Leighton Clarkson handball. We then go from here to Ibrox, where David Monroe was the official, and Livia 1-0 up at Ibrox until this moment where Boys tackles Alfredo Morelos. Now, on first viewing you're thinking straight leg, yellow card, and even on second I don't think that there's much contact. But referee Monroe decides no, that is a red card in his opinion, and Livia down to 10 men. Maynard's go on to get an equaliser. Who knows what would have happened if it stayed 11v11. Now this one for me, I can see why people would have thought it was a red, but I don't think there's much contact. There's one leg, it's a one-legged challenge. Okay, he's a wee bit high, but I don't think it's a clean and obvious error, so therefore the initial decision should stand, and it should be a yellow card. We then move from here to St Mirren, where Grant Irvin is the referee. Ayunga gets away from his man. I'm thinking watching this the first time that there's nothing wrong with it. He plays it out wide, and then the ball is eventually worked to Bacchus. Bacchus cuts inside and dispatches it beyond Trevor Carson. You're thinking, okay, 2-1 to St Mirren. Happy days for the St Mirren fans. And then he's going over to the monitor. Why is he going over to the monitor? I'm thinking to myself here. And then you see it back. They're actually saying that Ayunga is meant to slap the Dundee United player here. I think it's Nicky Clark. They're saying that he's meant to slap him. I just think he's trying to run away from him. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that at all. I think that goal should stand. But thankfully for St Mirren, Alex Grieve came up with a winner with 8 minutes to go, and I think the correct result was there in the end. So I've had a look at all the VAR calls. I've decided that they'll get 4 right and 4 wrong, although I believe that the Rangers one is up for contention. I think the other 3 are clear and obvious. They should have a look at them and come to the right decision. But hopefully in the future they do better, they do get to the right decisions, and it is a bit more consistent.